Well, hello, my beautiful gems. So this is Maria from The Guided Gem, and we're here to do the readings for March, and we're doing Gemini. So as long as you have Gemini anywhere in your chart, you have Sun, Moon, and Rising, there could be a message for you in this reading. So Gemini, just to let you know, we're going to be doing the Celtic Cross. So once we pull out the cards, we're going to go over them and see what's coming up for you for the month of March. Remember, we are in this manifestation year of 2023. So I'm going to clarify to get a little bit deeper into the Celtic Cross. And then, of course, I'm going to leave you with an advice card. All right, let's get started. All right, Spirit, we're doing Gemini. Let's see what's coming up for Gemini. We're using the Elements of Life Tarot. This is my personal deck. We do have some major arcana cards, extra major arcana cards, and we also have some oracle cards. So if they come up, for sure, I will explain them to you. All right, let's just shuffle one more. Ooh, we have a new beginning going on here. We're not going to keep the card because I'm doing a Celtic Cross, but we are talking about love. We are talking about an emotional beginning. So that is quite interesting. Gemini, let's do this. We're going to cut the deck. All right, Gemini, let's do this. So we have in the current situation, we have the Four of Earth. And I'm going to pull out all the cards and I'll explain them after. So this is the current situation. Let's see what's crossing this. We have that Ace of Cups. It's crossing this. We have in the foundation, we have the Knight of Wind. In the recent past, we have the Hanged Man. What's crowning your thoughts is, wow, the Nine of Water. Wish fulfillment here. In the near future, we have the Queen of Fire. So that's quite interesting. Your power in the situation, we're talking about the Four of Cups, the Four of Water. Then we have in your environment, that's beautiful. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That's quite exciting. In your hopes and fears, we have the Four of Wind. And in the outcome, we have the King of Water. So I'm feeling for you, Gemini, there's really something going on here and it's very deep. It's on an emotional level. I do have a lot of water elements here and we're starting with that Four of the Four of Earth here. And this is telling me that either you or someone around you is feeling maybe a little bit envious, maybe a little bit jealous. Whether it's you or a person around you, I feel like, this person has a lot of abundance and this person is getting nothing and it's kind of feeling like envious. How come they get to get everything and I don't? That kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? Some of you are looking at the glass half full. Some of you are looking at the glass completely half empty, however it is for you. So there's this kind of like lack mentality, this kind of like saying like, you know what? I want to be more abundant and I'm not, so I'm not good enough. It's not a good status. It's not a good point. I'm not a good place in my life is the energy that I'm feeling. Okay. Let me get where is it? So, and then we're crossed with that Ace of Water. So this is a beginning of a brand new emotion, but this is what's crossing you. This is you blocking this brand new emotional beginning because of this lack mentality, because of this envy mentality, or because you're holding on too tightly to what is yours, what you think you have. Okay, there's a need here to release this stuck energy so that you can bring in that emotional fulfillment. In the foundation of your situation, we have the Knight of Wind. This is the fastest moving knight in the tarot deck, okay? So I feel like you are moving forward very quickly. Maybe this is a very I'm hearing a message coming in very quickly, but this is your foundation. Maybe this has to do with an energy of fast movement. I'm kind of getting also an energy of you rushing into things. Maybe you're rushing into a new beginning, an emotional, a love relationship. Maybe you're rushing into this situation is maybe the energy that I'm feeling here. So in the recent past, so we have the Hanged Man, which talks about this voluntary moment of taking a pause, of putting everything into suspension, because you need to kind of reflect, kind of see what the energy is around you, to look at things from a different perspective. So I kind of feel that there was some stagnant energy in the recent past, and now you want to move forward quickly because everyone else is moving ahead with love. People are getting married, your friends are getting married, and now I feel like you're rushing into things because you too, you want to have this new beginning. You too want to fulfill your wishes. But I feel like this is really concerning me. Gemini, I hope that you're not going to rush into a love relationship because everyone else is. I hope you're not going to settle because you know what, you're at a stage in your life where you need to be at a certain place. You need to be, following the crowd and look, all my friends are getting married. Look, they're all having families and they're all having children, and here I am, I'm still like single. And now that you found someone, well, you're rushing to make things move forward really quickly. Well, I mean, I know that that's your desire and those are your wishes, but you need to ask yourself, are they the one? That is quite interesting. Maybe, again, if this is not you doing this, then are they doing this? And you know what they say about someone who rushes relationships very, very quickly? It is, and I'm not saying that that's what they are, it is sometimes a narcissistic trait. Okay? Most narcissists will absolutely rush a relationship. And that is because they don't want to be found out. And once they have you locked in, then it's too late. You're locked in. So be very careful of that. And I'm saying that very confidently because we do have the Queen of Fire. Now, the Queen of Fire could be someone who's very spiritual, someone who's very connected, but it can also be an energy of someone who's quite manipulative. Okay, I need to ask you, my beautiful Geminis, I mean, is this you trying to manipulate the situation because you need to be following the crowd? If everyone's getting married, well, you need to get married too. So you're rushing into the situation so that you too can be, experiencing this wish fulfillment. And I'm still getting that this is settling. So I mean, if it's not your story and if it doesn't resonate with you, I'm just going to ask you to make sure that you're not lying to yourself, Gemini. Okay, so your power in the situation is that you're not looking at everything that's great around you. You are stuck in your head. It's like you have this boredom. Like everyone else, believes in great love. You are like kind of strategizing the whole thing and saying like, you know what? I'm not going to focus on love because to me, love doesn't exist. I'm going to look at the situation. I'm going to see, what am I going to get out of it? I kind of feel that sense of settling here. And look, you know your situation. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Write me a comment if you're questioning it, if you're unsure. Let me know what you're thinking. But this is kind of saying that you're just listening to yourself here. You're not looking at everything else that can be beautiful. It's like you're bored. You're not even paying attention of everything that's around you. Well, the good news is that things are turning. Things are starting to move quickly. And with the Wheel of Fortune, we all know that things can either move in your favor or they can turn like the other way as well. Now, the interesting thing is that you have the key to move it forward in either way. You have that opportunity. You have that ability to make things work out in your favor, or if you rush into things and do it because everyone else is, and if you are manipulating a situation, then you have to understand that it's not going to move in the direction that you want it to go into, right? I hope you understand that, Gemini. Okay. Now, in your hopes and fears, I feel like with the Four of Wind here, I feel that, your fear is that there's going to be no action. I feel that you fear that this is going to be, again, a moment where you're still going to be single, that you're going to be alone, and that everything is going to just die off. You're not going to have this new beginning here. I think that's what you're fearing. But the Four of Wind is saying, like, hey, it's just, you just need to take it easy. Just chill a little bit just chill and just relax. You know what? Whatever's meant to be is never going to pass you by. But if you manipulate situations, it's going to delay the outcome that you're supposed to have. Okay? It's like you blocking your own path. Okay? So don't fear this. Whatever's meant for you is going to be for you. The only way that you're going to block that is if you manipulate situation, is if you force situation, if you rush into things. Okay, so there's a need for you to master your emotions, and I feel that this is you in your outcome here, is that you're finally going to dive deep into your emotional needs. And this is the whale. This is the biggest fish in the ocean. They dive really, really, really deep into that dark place. So, Gemini, this is what your outcome is. This is you diving deep into your emotions. Now, unless you're dealing with a water sign, okay, I feel that if you are either dealing with a water sign or a fire sign, I feel like there's a need for you guys to connect on a deep level, on an emotional level, not solely on an intellectual level. Because Geminis, you guys are air signs, so very intellectual, not necessarily emotional. But I think there's an important need here for you guys to connect on this emotional level in order for this to be successful. Okay, let's clarify with the Elements of Life Tarot and see what other information we get. All right, Spirit, let's see. Let's clarify. I want to clarify this Queen of Fire here. I want to see what this energy is all about. This is a fast action-oriented person. This is someone who takes action. But again, either you are very spiritually connected or you are just taking action. And that fire energy is like, you know what? It doesn't matter if you are really truly understand what it is that you want. You're just wanting things to happen here. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to reach the finish line. You're trying to go from a 1 to a 10, from a new beginning to marriage. You're trying to go from a 1 to planning a family here. Okay, putting like your assets together. But this is you not looking at the whole picture with the Two of Wind. This is the Eight of Water, saying that, you know what, if you're trying to manipulate a situation, I feel that a person is going to walk away because you're going to instill fear in them. Okay, and this is because you are not being realistic, my beautiful Gemini. Let's see. Who is or what is the King of Water energy, Spirit? Let's do that. Let's see what's going on. So we have the Six of Fire, we have the Judgment, and we have the King of Fire. Okay, well, there it is. So we have the Queen and the King of Fire. Someone is based on ego here. Someone is wants the victory and the success, but I feel like this is all ego. So that's why we have the Judgment card here. It's like you really need to go and visit your shadow side and ask yourself, like, what is it that you're doing? Is it just to get to this position where you are now married, have a family, have a home, without putting an emotional connection into this new beginning? Gemini, I hope you're not doing that. And if this is your person, Gemini, I hope that you're strong enough to know, hey, listen, we need to take a pause here because this is not going to move this quickly. It is not going to move that quickly. So definitely someone is up on their high horse, but there's a need to really go within. And the King of Fire. So the King of Fire is that energy who is really, really action oriented, but they strategize. Okay, they have a plan. They put it in place. They look at the risk factors. They look at all of the different points in the situation because they don't want to fail. So they do their due diligence, okay? And they do get to the finish line, but they're action oriented as well. They do take fire, but only after everything was reviewed and revised and looked at, and there has to be an emotional connection here. Okay, now if I'm connecting with some Geminis here who are dealing with someone who's very manipulative, and if someone is looking to see if, you know, if there's any, I'm also getting here for some of you, and this, I don't believe that this has anything to do with love, but I feel that, you know, you are trusting a person wholeheartedly here, and I feel that they are taking either from you or you are taking from them. So I feel like there's some finances that are being hidden from you. Now, if this is your situation, just understand that the wheel is here to say that, you know what, the things are going to start turning around. So if someone's trying to take from you, Gemini, just understand that you are going to be able to see it. Now, if they're going to leave with your finances, or if they're going to leave with some sort of assets, I feel that you need to look at the whole picture, and you need to understand maybe this is, you know, a separation in a relationship, and I feel like there's a need to kind of talk about how to separate the family legacy, the family assets, or the business. Okay, if you guys are in partnership, in a business partnership, I feel like there's someone that needs to drop their what's the word I'm looking for? Their need to be right, their need to say it's my way or the highway, the need to say, you know what, no, it's all mine. Nothing is all yours, especially if you're in a partnership. If there's an imbalance of who has what, if there's an imbalance of who's doing what, I feel that there's a need to kind of iron out the details here. Okay, so there's a need to be realistic, because I feel like if you don't, I feel that this is going to turn out pretty ugly here. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more, and then I'll pull an advice card for you guys and we'll leave it there. What's that Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, communication. And we have the Queen of Fire again. And we have the Ten of Wands. Oh, Gemini. So we have communication coming in. So this Wheel of Fortune is talking about fast movement. Now, remember, we have the Queen of Fire here, and it's that same energy. So sometimes, you know, this is travel. Sometimes this is fast communication coming in. But whatever this is, whatever communication is coming in, whatever travel, this is something that's going to be like very, very burdensome. This is going to be a huge weight on your shoulders, okay? Now, the Wheel of Fortune, again, remember I said you need to use the key. You have the power to make this turn in your favor or not. So again, if you're going to be traveling, just be careful that whatever it is that you're, wherever it is that you're going, be careful who you're talking to, be careful who you're traveling with, be careful of, there's this energy here. I feel like it's an energy that is maybe walking away from you, maybe an energy that is probably coming with you, traveling with you. Remember, we have 2 8s here, but I also have like a synchronicity for you, 1818. I don't know if you're seeing 18 like often or familiar with that number, if it resonates for you, but I feel like this is something that I'm also getting for some of you, like the wheel is turning now. So you may have had this huge burden. Something may have happened very quickly. You had this huge burden on your shoulders. tens are all about endings, and I feel that there's something that was communicated that happened, was manipulated, and it's bringing an end to this burden, and this is why the wheel is turning that way. That is very, very possible as well. So again, a lot of things going on here. These are just general readings, but if this resonates for you, let me know. Write it in the comment. I would love to know. Let's get you an advice card and we'll leave it here. All right, Spirit, what is the advice for my Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising. And guys, if you have not subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it if you would join me on this channel, support me on this channel. You can like the videos, you can share the videos, you can write me a comment. I love reading comments. And you can, if you click on the notification bell next to the subscription, you will get notified when I go live. And usually it can be Saturdays. I go live sometimes on Mondays, or I go live sometimes on Wednesdays. So click on that notification bell, you'll get notified. Spirit, what is the advice for Gemini? What is the advice for Gemini? Oops. Great and full. Look at that. We have great and full. There's a big sense of being grateful here. You know how here you have like just a sense of boredom, like an emptiness, emotional emptiness. This is saying that you really need to be grateful for what you have where you're at. Okay, we have 4. I feel like 4 is a really important number for you, but I feel also, so we have 4, 4, 4. Maybe you're seeing synchronicities of 4. This is number 4 as well. I feel that, you know, your cup is full and you're not even seeing how many wonderful things that you have going on. This new beginning could be actually an amazing new beginning, but the way it's being handled, the way it's being manipulated, I feel like it's going to be turning things in the wrong way here for you. Now, if there's communication coming in, maybe having to do with this movement here, whatever was manipulating, I feel like it's getting rid of this burden. So you need to be grateful. And if you're holding on tightly to something here, I feel that, you know, this is you not being grateful. This is you having kind of that lack mentality, not seeing and not showing how full your cup really is. You're looking at the small things instead of looking at the whole picture here. Okay, if somebody came in and did something for you that allowed you to release this burden, this is something that you also need to be grateful for. Instead, you're holding on to, you know what, no, that's mine, no, I didn't tell you to do this, you should, you know, too bad, this is not my issue, where in fact it was your issue, right? But now you've turned it around, and now because you are holding on to so tightly to what you feel is right, it's not allowing love to come in. And the universe is saying, listen, there's so much love around you, there's so much going on. I feel like you're not being grateful for what people are doing and how they're helping you to move things forward for you. And this has to do with you going deep down into your shadow side to really allow yourself to see clearly and let go of that ego, right? To be to actually praise and to really do this self-introspection here so that you can take action and move forward gratefully here. So there's a lot of work that you need to do. Hopefully this Saturday, Gemini, I'll be able to go live and we can do we can do some shadow work, and maybe something will come up, and maybe there'll be some messages that can help you deal with whatever this energy here, because this energy here, remember, it's blocking your blessings. It's blocking this love, this new beginning, whatever it is that you're wishing for, whatever you're wishing for, it's actually being blocked because of your I'm going to call it your attitude, the way you're looking at things. You're not seeing the glass half full, you're seeing the glass half empty, right? It's just the way of looking at things. So we need to not manipulate situations, but we need to strategize situations. We need to look at things from a different perspective, and we need to truly be grateful and move the wheel forward. So if you are not getting what you deserve, and if you are planning, maybe it has to do with your career, your job, if you're not being paid your value, maybe it's you not seeing, all of the benefits you actually have, the benefits that you're getting with your current position. Or maybe it's you not wanting to look outside of your window here. Instead, you should be looking and connecting with your higher self, saying like, oh, well, maybe there's something more for me out there, but you are stuck at where you are here, and you're not allowing new beginnings to come into your life. Okay? And the universe is saying that it's all about you needing to balance that emotion out. It's needing to not manipulate situations, but to actually strategize the situation. Okay, again, whether it's in love relationships, whether it is in careers, whether it is in business partnerships, or what have you. Okay, so Gemini, this was a really interesting reading. I hope that this resonated for you, and if it did, please show me some love, subscribe, like, and share the video, and I hope to see you when I go live. All right, so until the next reading, I'm sending you more love and more light.